Salam sejahtera and salam Malaysia Madani. Today I'm gonna present about our report, the cultural diversity in human resource management. In this group, we got Sarah, Victor, Denny, Lionel, and Isaac. For introduction, cultural diversity refers to the presence and interaction of individuals from different cultural backgrounds, including differences in ethnicity, language, religion, values, tradition, and social norms. In today's globalized environment, particularly in multicultural regions such as Sarawak, cultural diversity has become a central issue within human resource management. When managed effectively, diversity enhances cre- creativity, innovation, and organizational adaptability. However, if ignored, it can lead to communication difficulties, conflict, and reduced performance. This report examines the roles of cultural diversity with HRM and evaluates how it affects major HR functions such as requirement, training, and performance appraisal. A local hospitality organization, Jollibee and Grill in Kuching, is used as a case example to illustrate potential diversity-related practices, challenges, and solutions. The aim is to assess the impact of cultural diversity on HR policies and provide recommendation for building a more inclusive and collaborative workplace.
Okay, so my part, I'm going to talk about the role of cultural diversity in human resource management. Importance of cultural diversity in human resource management. Cultural diversity matters in HRM because it influences how employees communicate, collaborate, solve problems, perceive leadership, and interact with customers. HR managers must recognize cultural norms, communication differences, and work expectations to design fair and effective workplace policies. In cities like Kuching with Malay, Chinese, Iban, Bidayu, Malanao, Indian, and various other groups, diversity is part of everyday organizational life. A diverse workforce also strengthens an organization's ability to attract talents from various communities, improving competitiveness and representation. Benefits of managing cultural diversity effectively. First, innovation and creativity. Employees from different cultures contribute diverse perspective and solving approaches, enhancing creativity and innovation. Second, expanded talent pool. Inclusive hiring allows organizations to access a wider range of skilled individuals from multiple cultural and ethnic groups. Third, improve flexibility and adaptability. Diverse teams are more adaptable to changing environments due to their broad range of experiences. Fourth, which is higher job satisfaction and retention. Employees who feel respected and included are more engaged, motivated, and loyal, contributing to better service and performance and reduced turnover. Challenges associated with cultural diversity. So for the first one is communication barriers. Differences in accents, vocabulary, or communication styles can cause misunderstandings among employees. Secondly, different work values and expectations. Cultural norms regarding hierarchy, teamwork, punctuality, or feedback may vary and sometimes conflict. Third, bias and stereotyping. Without proper awareness, managers or employees may engage in unconscious bias, favoritism, or discrimination. Fourth, which is the last one, difficulty designing universal HR policies. HR policies designed without considering cultural differences may fail to meet the needs of a diverse workforce. Because of these challenges, a multicultural workplace requires sensitivity, flexibility, and strategic management rather than rigid, uniform practices. That's all from me. Thank you.
The high potential case of Jolly Pit Bar and Grill, a local hospitality businesses operating in Kuching's culturally diverse setting. Kuching populations includes Malay, Chinese, indigenous, and other ethnic groups, and it's likely the Jolly Pit workplace reflect this diversity whether internationally or naturally. How the business handle this diversity can significantly impact its success. On the positive side, Jollibee stands to gain clear advantage from a culturally varied teams by tapping into Kuching board talent pool. The restaurant can better related to customers from all backgrounds, offering more welcoming and attuned service. Staff who share language or cultural understanding with guests can improve the customer experience significantly. Furthermore, its management invests in proper training, like cross-cultural sensitivity and communication. It can turn diversity into a journey's asset, fostering a respectful and collaborative workplace. However, this potential doesn't come without challenge. In a fast-paced environment like a bar and grill, differences in language proficiency or communication style can lead to operational errors or interpersonal frictions. Employee might also bring different expectations about hierarchy, feedback, or work ethic, which is addressed can create tension. This also a risk that standard HR practices like recruitment or performance reviews might unilaterally favor one group other over others, or then it can also be unconscious bias could affect fairness and morale. So, what's the overall assessment? In essence, Jollibee approaching the culture diversity will be a deciding factor. If the businesses in international promoting inclusions through fair hiring, tailored training, and open communication, it can harness diversity to boost teamwork, innovation, and customer satisfaction. But if diversity is ignored or is a one-size-fits-all management style enforced without sensitivity, the business could face internal conflict, high staff turnover, and a decline in service quality. Ultimately, in a city as multicultural as Kuching, managing diversity well isn't just good ethic, it's a good business. Thank you.
In conclusion, cultural diversity is an essential element of HRM, particularly in multicultural regions such as Kuching. When managed well, it contributes innovation, better service quality, a stronger talent pool, and improve organizational adaptability. However, it also brings challenges including communication barriers and potential bias. Using Jollibee Bar and Grill as an example highlights both the opportunities and challenges of diversity in the hospitality industry. The organization such can gain substantial benefits from a diverse workforce, but must ensure HR policies are inclusive, fair, and responsive to cultural differences. Ultimately, cultural diversity is a powerful organizational asset, but only when managed intentionally and strategically.
So I'm Isaac and I will be talking about the recommendations part for HR. And I think for Jollibee, they can design a fair performance evaluation systems to create transparent or objective evaluation criteria that apply fairly across all staff regardless of cultural background, considering the cultural differences as they has a different style of communications and a different styles of serving people as they are working in a restaurant or hospitality industry. And for the second recommendations, I think is to encourage open communication and feedback so that they can know what they are weak in and what to improve in, such as maybe they lack in ambition, like they don't really know what to talk, or they don't know how to persuade the customer to buy or get into their restaurant. So I think that's like a really important things. And lastly, I think to HR managers, the managers can monitor and review HR policies regularly, and they can try to implement the policies or all the rules on the normal staff so that they can remember it and they can follow all the policies and rules such as the missions or visions of Jollibee. But it doesn't really it doesn't implement only on Jollibee. It also implement on others that are working in restaurant or hospitality and service industry. And I think that's it for me. Thank you.